Hey, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Marian. I'm a business coach for women, and I also happen to be a photographer for 15 years. So when I talk about showing up and being seen, I mean that literally and figuratively. Today, I want to talk about something I see constantly in the women I coach who sit in front of my camera, and honestly, something I lived myself for longer than I'd like to admit. And it's this idea that confidence is something that you wait for, that it shows up once the wait is gone, once the website is live, once you feel ready. And I want to talk about why that's backwards. And before you get too upset or anything like that, just know that's coming from a place of I've lived it before. Because I've learned after 15 years behind the camera and watching women transform in real time, and after building my own business from the ground up, confidence does not show up because you're ready. I know. Confidence shows up only because you decided to show up first. So let's get into what that actually looks like so you can be more confident in your day to day life. I want to start by dismantling something. We've been sold this idea that confidence is a feeling, that it's like this internal state that you arrive at. It's like a destination. I see it so many times like, oh, when I get to here, I'm going to be happy. When I get to here, I'm going to be all confident. When I get to here, I'm going to feel beautiful. And it's this idea that once you get there, everything gets a lot easier. You start showing up, you stop hiding, and you finally do that thing that's always been on your list of things to do. You're like, okay, now I can finally do it. But confidence isn't a feeling. It's a result. And it's what happens after you do the scary thing, not before. Think about the first time that you did anything. First time you drove a car, first time you gave a presentation, first time you sold something. Were you confident? No, probably not. But you did it. And then it got easier. And then one day you didn't think about it at all. It was just second nature. That's confidence. It's built and it's earned. And it's on the other side of the discomfort that you're feeling. It's not before. So when I hear a woman say, I'll start posting when I feel more confident, or I'll book the session when I lose the weight, or I'll send the pitch when I feel ready, I want to gently and lovingly shake her and tell her that that day is not coming. And it's not in the way that she's waiting for. Because waiting for confidence to show up before you act is like waiting to be a good swimmer before you get in the water. And let me tell you a secret. The water is where you learn to swim. Think about it. So let me tell you what I've actually witnessed, because this isn't a theory for me. This is something I've lived out so many times. Personally, I've seen it in practice, everything. So I've sat across from hundreds of women in photography sessions, all different backgrounds, different industries, different seasons of life. And almost every single one of them walks in with some version of that same energy. Tense, second guessing herself, half convinced she's going to hate all the pictures. She doesn't know what to do with her hands. She doesn't know where to look. And most of all, she's like carrying this weight of like semi disappointment. Like, Ma, I'll believe it when I see it, but I don't think I'm going to see it. And then something happens. And it's not because I have some magic lighting, although my lighting is pretty good. And it's not because I have some trick that makes people photogenic, although I am really good at what I do. It happens because she gets directed, she gets seen, and she gets told in real time that what she's giving is good, that she looks like herself, that she's allowed to take up space in the frame. And somewhere between the first shot and the last, she stops performing and she just is. And all the photos from that moment, they're always the ones she uses, the ones that she saves, the ones she picks, the ones she sends to her friends, her family, whoever she's sending her pictures to. She didn't find confidence that day. She didn't arrive at it. She decided to show up, and the confidence met her there at that point. And that's what I want for you, for every room that you walk into, because that is the game changer. That is the mindset. So let's talk practically, because I don't want you to just feel inspired. I want you to actually have something that you can see and use and touch and feel and actually embody. So here's what I found in both my own business and in working with clients. Visibility doesn't come from confidence. Confidence comes from visibility. Okay, let me say it again. You might have lost it. Visibility, the act of showing up, being seen, putting your voice and your face and your work into the world, that's what creates confidence. It's not the other way around. So the question will stop being, how do I get more confident? And it becomes, where am I hiding and why? Because hiding has a reason. It always does. It protects us in some way. It protected me, and I know it's protecting you. For some women, it's perfectionism. She's not ready to post because the caption isn't right, the photo isn't edited, she feels fat, whatever. The offer isn't fully built out. For other people, it's a fear of judgment. What are my friends gonna think? What is my family gonna think? What if my old colleagues see this? What if I pull it out and nobody cares? And for some, and this is the reason, this is the one nobody talks about, it's a fear of success. What if it works? What if this actually changes my life and I don't know how to handle it? What if I make money and the rest of my family is not making money? All of these reasons are real and all of them are valid, and none of them will go away by waiting. They go away by doing the work. So that looks like one post, one DM, one session booked, one conversation started. You build visibility the same way that you build muscle, consistently, imperfectly, and over time. The women who are winning right now are not the most talented. They're the most willing to be seen before they feel ready. So let me make this tangible, because I don't want this to be one of the videos that fires you up for a few minutes and then you close the tab and nothing happens. Here's what it looks like in real life. The woman who had been sitting on a coaching offer for 3 months because she's still tweaking the landing page, she's not waiting to get the page right. She's waiting to feel like she deserves to sell it. The entrepreneur who has incredible results for her clients but hasn't posted about it because it feels like bragging, she's not being humble, she's hiding. The executive who knows she's due for a rebrand but keeps putting off the headshot session because she wants to lose a little weight first, she's not waiting to look better. She's waiting to feel worthy of being seen. And I see you, I see all of you. And I want to tell you what I tell every woman who sits in front of my camera. You do not have to have all of it figured out before you show up. You just have to decide you are worth showing up for, and then show up. Imperfect, unfinished, still figuring out, still having your kids walk in the middle of recording a session. It's not perfect. It is what it is. Because the other version of you that's on the other side of that decision has been waiting for you. And she is ready when you are. So if this hits somewhere, if you recognize yourself in any of what I just said, I want you to do one thing before you close this video. Not a big thing, one thing. And you get to choose it. It's so easy. Maybe not easy, but it's doable. Send the DM, post the thing, book the session, or say yes to the room. Pick one thing you've been putting off because you were waiting to feel ready. And do it today. Imperfectly, without the perfect caption, the perfect lighting, or the perfect moment. Just do it, because perfect will literally never come. Literally. And if you want support getting there, if you're ready to build a foundation that makes showing up less a leap of faith and more a muscle that you're working on and making stronger, I have something for you. It's called Seen and Ready. It's $97. It's the exact mindset and visibility framework I use with every one of my clients before we touch strategy or sales, because none of that works if you're still hiding. The link is below. I'd love to see you inside. And if this video helped you today, save it, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave me a comment and tell me where you've been hiding. I love to read every single word that you write. And I will see you next week.